Alright, what the fuck is up, everyone? Prison Metaler here. Today I'm doing another verse video on this time on gaming, just like last time. And it's going to be on the Evil Within games. Evil Within 1 versus 2. So, yeah, guys. This one is a bit more... This one's kind of a harder choice for me since... Shout out to Jackal Goldkick. He's the one who brought this idea up. So, I'm going to have to give credits to him. And I kind of like that idea. So this one's a bit more of a challenge to me since I really like both games. So, yeah, Evil Within 1 versus Evil Within 2. So I'm going to go ahead and start with... So I'm going to go ahead and start with the first game since it came out 3 years before the second one. So, Evil Within 2... No, I'm sorry. Evil Within 1... My thoughts on this game, I really do like it. This one, it kind of has more like a mix between Silent Hill and Resident Evil. Sorry. Yeah, it's like a mix between Silent Hill and Resident Evil a bit. I do like the story. It's has a very scary tone to it. Hold on, I need to give me a drink. Hold on, my mouth is too dry. Sorry about that, guys. I can't edit here on my phone, so you have to deal with that. So I apologize. Anyway, as for Evil Within 1, I really like the story. I do love the bosses. I like how the story turns out. At first, at the beginning of the game, it kind of reminds me of the movie Inception a bit for some apparent reason. Due to the world is spreading apart, buildings collapsing. It kind of reminds me of that for some reason. And it kind of reminds me of the game Gears of War a bit by the looks and the designs. And, excuse me. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, I do like how the beginning turns out. And then it sits in the dark. And, Sebastian doesn't know what the fuck was going on. There's some sort of zombie apocalypse, some shit. And he wakes up at some mental loony bin where you save. And yeah, sorry, I can't really explain much. It has a really confusing storyline, but it's very interesting and scary at the same time. So yeah, I think it's very confusing, but the more you play it, the more you enjoy it. So I guess the confusing it is, the scarier it gets. I don't know, but I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't. Evil Within doesn't really scare me since it's a third person, and third person don't really scare me. If it was like a first person, then I would be a complete different story, and I would probably put it up where Outlast is. So yeah. If they make it first person, I would probably be freaked out by it. But overall, yeah, I could see why this game is considered as scary. I would not argue on it. They have plenty of scary moments. I also like the final act with the boss. Kind of reminds me of Gears of War a bit at the end. The final boss. I forgot who it was. Sorry, guys. It's been a while since I played Evil Within, so I probably should have played it earlier than that, but played those games first before I do the video on it, but oh well. It's what it is, but yeah, I really love the gameplay. So, also, speaking of the controls, I do have a little bit of issues of the controls, but not too much. The most thing I can't stand with the controls is they make Sebastian stop each time you run out of stamina, like when he's running from something, and it can get really, really annoying. I mean, I understand why they did that because they try to make it more realistic of a survival horror game. That I definitely understand that, but it can get very annoying at times. In fact, you can do an upgrade where Sebastian can run a little longer and slow down a lot less, but it it's not enough for me to consider it less annoying. I still find it annoying. So yeah, that's my little issue here, but that's more of my thing, and I could find that to be really annoying. So there's that. And so yeah, I really do like the Evil Within 1. So let's go ahead and move to the Evil Within 2. Evil Within 2, now let's go ahead and talk about the story and the content. Evil Within 2, yeah, I agree. This game may not be as scary as the first one. It's a bit more dumbed down. But I'll say this. I think the Evil Within 2 is darker and more intense than the first game. There's a difference between scary and dark and intense. I think Evil Within 2 is darker than the first one because this, as you may know, Evil Within 2 is a sequel to the first one. This one is more focused on Sebastian finding his daughter. Whether he's unsure if she was alive or she was dead. And at times he keeps having these hallucinations about his daughter. Can be quite intense, and it gets really intense, and you don't know what it is. So so there's that, and also there's some pretty interesting bosses, such as what's that guy's name? Who's like a serial killer who tries to prevent Sebastian seeing his daughter. I think it's Stephen. I can't fucking say his name right. I apologize. Stefano, I think he was a great boss in this one. He's really evil too. Kind of reminds me of, for some reason, he reminds me of Lucas from Resident Evil 7. That's who he reminds me of. He's very sadistic. He's very evil. And I think he makes a really great villain. I wish he was a main villain throughout the game, since I think he would be a perfect villain for the entire game. But yeah, I do like that boss. And let me think what else. I also like the final boss. I think it's his wife who was the boss. I do like that one. Shit. I need to replay Evil Within 2 sometime. It's been a while since I played it. Also, another thing I like about Evil Within 2 is I like the open world stuff they add into this game. Well, the first half of this game is open world. The second one, it pretty much goes off pretty much like the first Evil Within is. Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the controllers. So, the controllers, I think it improved a bit more than the first game did. It's a lot smoother. It's a lot more accurate than the first one. I mean, yeah, some people may complain it's a bit more easier, but as for me, I could care less. I just like smoother gameplays, that's all. Whether it's challenging or not, because because you don't have to stop for a moment whenever you run out of stamina. Instead, he just slows down a lot more, so that's the difference here. And I think what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll also, speak of the open world, I do like some side missions they add here, which is pretty fun to play. So, yeah, that's pretty much I have to say here. I don't think what else, some more details I have to say. So, I'm going to go ahead and go into the winner here. So, the winner here, it's pretty tricky. It pretty much depends on the viewer here. As for the story and the ideas, I would pick Evil Within 1. But as for the gameplay, the stuff they added, I would say Evil Within 2. Evil Within 2 would, as for, I would, this one I really can't pick which one, because Evil Within 2, it's one of those games where I do love the open world stuff, and shooting zombies, like, can relieve a lot of stress and stuff. if you're into that. Plus, the safe room, you get more stuff. Like, there's like a little shooting range you could shoot at. Some hidden scenes here. So, oh man, I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna have to pick Evil Within 2 over Evil Within 1 because it adds more stuff to it. Like, I think it's because you get to do more stuff than the first one. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the first Evil Within, but I'm going to have to pick the second one, to be fair. So, yeah, guys. Evil Within 2, you add more stuff to it. Like, you have, like, a little shooting range. You get, like, I think, as far as I remember, I think I liked Evil Within 2 a little bit more. As for some people who think the first one's better, I can understand that. That's fine. I would not argue on it if you pick the first game, since the first game, I think it has a better story. Second one, I think it has smoother gameplay and it has more content to it than the first one. So, yeah, guys. Sorry if it doesn't seem I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's all I could think of here. It's been a while since I played these games, so yeah, and the ones that I uploaded recently are re-uploaded. Those videos were recorded last year, just so y'all know. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much I have to say about the video. So, which games you like one better, 1 or 2, and put down the reason why, which one you like better in the comments. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much I have to say here, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the fuck out of here. So, peace out, everyone.